Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Storytime with Okenwa. Today we'll be reading Kipper's Little Friends. Arnold was proudly showing Kipper his new baby owl. It was very small and grey and fluffy. "We could call your owl Small Grey Fluffy Owl," said Kipper. It was not a very inventive name, a bit too long, but Arnold seemed pleased. "Big Owl and Small Grey Fluffy Owl," said Kipper. "I wonder what a baby owl is called," said Kipper. "You're a baby pig, and a baby pig is called a piglet. So perhaps a baby owl is called an owlet." Kipper looked at his computer. "Yes," said Kipper, "a baby owl is called an owlet, and a baby frog is called a froglet." He read some more, "and a baby hedgehog is called a hoglet." Kipper was very pleased with himself. "Piglet, owlet, froglet, and hoglet," he said. "Let's go to the park and see if we'd find some hoglets and froglets." They couldn't find any hoglets in the park, and there were no froglets in the pond either. Just some wriggly thing in a stinky mud. But the ducks were there, as usual, and 5 baby ducks were paddling in the pond too. Arnold wondered if Small Grey Fluffy Owl would like a paddle with them. Splish! Small Grey Fluffy Owl spun slowly on his back and began to sink. The baby ducks, thinking he was a piece of bread, paddled over to dabble at him. Dabble, 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 dabble. "Shoo!" said Kipper, and dipped his net into the pond. Small Grey Fluffy Owl wasn't very fluffy anymore, and he seemed even smaller than before, a bit stinky too. But Arnold didn't seem to notice. He had discovered something interesting in the net. See how stinky and little Small Grey Fluffy Owl is? A tiny froglet! It crawled onto Arnold's finger, stared at him for a while, and then hopped on his nose and jumped back into the pond. They sat on the swing, swishing backwards and forwards, while Kipper spun Small Grey Fluffy Owl around to drown him. "What is a name for a baby duck?" said Kipper. "Piglet, owlet, froglet, hoglet. It must be ducklet." It didn't sound right. Back home, Kipper looked at his computer again. "Silly me! A baby duck is called a duckling." "Of course," said Kipper. "And look, Arnold, a baby goose is called a gooseling." "I didn't know that. And gooselings are grey and fluffy too." They drew pictures of all the baby animals and wrote the names underneath. Owlet, froglet, piglet, hoglet, duckling, gooseling. Then Kipper drew a picture of himself and wrote dog. "What was I when I was little?" said Kipper. "Was I a doglet or a duckling?" Silly Kipper, he had forgotten the name for a baby dog. Do you know the name for a baby dog? You do? Of course you do. A baby dog is a puppy. And this is what Kipper looked like when Big Owl was brand new and Kipper was a puppy. Here you go, that's little puppy Kipper. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for the next episode. Bye-bye.